Hi, everyone. John Lear here.
Oh,
Oops.
no.
God
Was
damn.
that
Should I
you or
start
me?
again? It was me.
Okay, this is called the generation gap.
My generation, baby.
Anyway, I'm John Lear.
I'm Chase O'Donnell.
I wish you could see the face of Chase there. You're really like ready to record. And you weren't.
we should say the new title.
Yeah, I think you should.
Every episode we've had a different title.
This is our
mind you.
new. We are locking it down.
We're locking it down with Generation Gab. Do you get it at home, listeners?
Yes, and then the subtitle is "Fun Dad, Recent Grad." I love it.
Generation Gab brought to you by a fun dad and recent grad.
Brought to you. I didn't even process that. That's excellent.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Chase was worried that people wouldn't know what Gab was. And I couldn't tell if that's because, like, there's a we have an inherent problem with our podcast.
Go ahead and say the classic line.
The classic line is, where does our individual and collective idiocy end? And where does our generational point of view begin?
Yes.
So-
Beautifully said.
Really?
Yeah.
We are not good representations of our own, and I don't want to say this really because I feel like people are going to tune out because we're supposed to be
We're
representations
supposed to be the experts of our
generation, and yet neither of us are really.
No. Do you think it's because we're outliers and maybe that's why we got into comedy? Or that's why we look at things differently?
Yes, and another way of putting that is mental illness.
Yes.
You know, there's a certain mental illness.
Is that what it is?
I have been a comedian longer than you, so this is where I'm going to step in.
Okay.
I do. I honestly think there is a
Really?
certain mental illness, a certain, yeah.
That is really interesting that you see it that way. That
Yeah.
we
That's
were
you think it's a
already-
generational thing?
No.
Oh.
Well, maybe.
Damn it.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah, you don't. You see it
Again.
as a superpower or a good thing, and I
Yeah.
see it as maybe that's because I've had to live the life of a comedian longer.
Maybe, because I haven't yet been really paid. I do it as a hobby these days.
God.
So, oh no.
God damn it. Where were we? Oh, I just think that, okay, mental illness maybe I'm being cavalier.
No, but they say comedians, their classic line on stage is, I'm so depressed.
Yes, I do suffer from depression, but I'm not talking about that aspect of it.
Okay.
I'm more talking about the way we look at the world
Yes.
in a kind of broken way. And I think it helps us in terms of our comedy, but I think it hurts us in many, many, many other ways.
Wow, and I've always been like, I just look at the world differently than other people.
Well, you're much more healthy than me, too.
Well,
Again,
we don't know yet. I'm still in my 20s. Maybe it'll...
that's true. You know,
it'll
most of the
percolate later.
yes, and that is proven to be true.
Oh,
that in your
really?
30s, that's when your psychosis. That's when a lot of the things start to come out. My friend Carlos sent me a news thing of a guy in his early 30s who had murdered, something horrible, and he said this is when it starts. And it is kind of true. You don't read a lot about people in their 20s or early 30s
Murdering
their
Yes,
family.
you do.
I mean, but
murdering their
you know what I
family.
mean? Like those horrible things. It's always middle-aged white dudes.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, maybe because I've been doing a lot of... I don't do this a lot, but I try to meditate or
Me too.
all that stuff. Maybe that'll help counteract me murdering my family in the future.
I think it will. It's proven to help us. Are you meditating?
Well, I've been trying for like 10 years.
Well, that's meditating.
Yeah.
Nobody ever enjoys it. Anybody who tells you that they enjoy it, they're a little off.
There's a joke I heard once about like she's meditating a lot. Napping is what I'm doing. And that's pretty much what I do.
Do you fall asleep when you meditate?
Oh, yeah.
Do you do a guided meditation or do you just...
Everything. I'll do guided, or I'll just like breathe, or I'll listen to my thoughts. I've tried everything.
Yeah, well, that's meditating. You're meditating.
Yeah, and
that's
I've got
meditating.
all the apps on my phone.
Which one do you like? Do you want to endorse one here?
Sure. Headspace.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know that one.
I don't do it anymore because I did it every day for so long and I got bored of it.
Of Headspace.
So-
Is that the one that tells you how many people you're meditating with?
No, that's like Insight Timer. I think.
Insight Timer. Okay. Yeah.
And then I did 10% happier for a while.
Do you think this is a millennial thing?
You sure do.
That you bounce
Well-
around?
Oh, that I bounce around
Well, we were talking last episode, I believe we were.
about boys.
Dating, that there's so many possibilities that nobody, works
Sticks with
through
one thing.
any issues with one thing. Do you think that carries over into a bigger part of your life?
I've never thought about it, but I think that could be.
It makes sense because you've grown up with these computers that are tapped into all of man's knowledge from the beginning of time. And anything that's scanned, you have access to. We all do.
Yes.
Now that you have access to everything else, maybe it means that, if you've always got everything, why do you need to really hang on to anything?
Wow. And are you saying that you hang on to something? One thing?
Only the part of me that was prior to the iPhone. That part of me had to, for example,
Okay.
I had to remember phone numbers. Okay. Do you know anyone's phone numbers?
I know everyone's phone number up until I got the iPhone.
Yeah.
Like
And-
my parents, my best friends, like everyone that I had to know.
Yes. My brother and I got our own phone line back in 1981 or 2 or something like that.
I grew up with phone lines.
Wasn't that awesome? I mean, when we got our own phone line, we were like out of our mind. 888-8912, man. But you had to call. You had
Yeah.
to call and remember numbers.
Yeah. No, and I think that's true. I remember everyone's before I had just put them in my phone.
I was arrested, as you well know, in, when was that? 95? Anyway, 23 years ago.
Okay.
I was arrested. I was on LSD.
Okay.
We've talked about this, haven't we?
I've heard the story.
Yeah, I spent the night in jail on LSD. Very difficult evening, as you can understand. Well, when they give you your one phone call, by the way, they don't give you a dime. They put you in a room in another cell with a bunch of those blue payphones that used to be at the airports where you can only make collect calls or credit card
What's
calls.
that, 1-800 calls?
Yeah, or collect, you dial collect and then the other party picks up and they're like, will you accept a collect call from the LA County Jail from John Lear? Pick up, pick up, pick up. And then they pick up. So I had to make a call, and I was trying to call my lawyer, my entertainment lawyer. It's the only person I could think of, and I had to remember numbers on LSD. It just was a nightmare.
You had an entertainment lawyer?
Yeah.
Were you on 10 items or less?
No,
At that
this was
point?
prior to that, but I was making money writing. I had sold a script, so the
okay.
lawyer. That's when the lawyer comes. You should get one too. We should talk about
Okay,
that.
let's get me a lawyer.
Yeah, let's get you an entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
They take 5%, and you can call him when you're arrested because he immediately called somebody else or something. Somebody bailed me out. So we were talking before about perhaps limiting our podcast to a certain length of time.
Right. Maybe you can tell us, listening here, is 50 minutes too long?
Yeah. Should we do it to 40?
Or should we do it to 25?
Or should we do it to 2 hours?
Yeah.
Maybe other people will think
Should
2
we
hours.
make it 5 minutes? Should we end it right now?
Well, I'll tell you one way to make this podcast go as long as you want is if we talk about Chase's Love Corner.
Oh. Do, 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 do.
I feel terrible because I made a joke in the last podcast about a music sting. Chase, then, who is the post person on our team, I'm the production, you're the post person. She put a sting in, and she got our kick-ass title music. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it, and I love the
I
sting
enjoyed
for
making
Chase's Love Corner. Is that the name of the segment?
Yeah, I think that's what we called
Okay.
it. Chase's Love Corner. Well, I have an update.
Okay.
I did go on a date. However,
And you were supposed to go on a date and then go to a party. You were going to go to a party, go on the date, then go back to the party because we made it very clear you have to have an end point.
I met the person that I went on the date with at the party,
Oh.
not on Bumble.
Oh, okay. You just met him at the party?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Are you guys dating?
No.
Okay.
So
all right.
anyway, we went on a date on Tuesday. And
So you met at the party and said, "Hey, let's go on a date."
Yeah,
Did you say that, or did he
no,
say that?
He did.
He said, "I'd like to go on a date with you. Can I get your digits?"
He didn't say I'd like to go on a date with you. He said I'd like to kick it more with you.
No. And you said yes to that? I'd like to kick it more with
I
you?
had a challenge to go on a date.
That's true. You did. Okay, good work. Good
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't throw them out on this curb just because they say kick it.
Yeah. So you said 1 hour,
Yes.
have some way to get out.
Yes.
My get out was an open mic.
Oh, nice.
Here's
okay.
the problem.
He came.
He went with me.
Damn it.
And here's another thing. I didn't even go up.
Why?
I didn't get there in time. So we just watched an open mic show.
Oh, God, that's double prison. A first date and having to watch an open mic. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So what is it you're looking for to connect? Like, what is it, do you think?
Oh, I have a list.
Oh, boy. See, I have friends with lists, and lists are tough, man, because nobody can do it. You know? Okay, give us a few.
Fit.
Fit, okay.
Like takes care of themselves.
But you mean like really fit?
No, just
Okay.
eats healthy and works out.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Good shape.
Yeah.
Like goes to the gym.
Okay.
I don't like muscle.
Okay. You don't like muscle, but you
No.
want them, but you don't like fat either.
No, I like soccer players.
Oh, yeah. All the
Who
girls like
doesn't?
that. Or NBA players, basketball
No,
players. No.
too tall.
Too tall. But I mean that they run all the time.
they
Same
do
as soccer
run.
players.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Yeah. So basically, guys out there, if you want to date Chase, start running now.
Yes. Like a good sense of humor.
Yeah. All women say that.
Not life of the party.
Right.
Hey there, I'm so. Like,
Yeah.
No, they need to be like
Authentic.
authentic.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting down to it now. So what do you plan to do next?
What do you mean?
Well, what are you going to do for the next episode? I mean, Chase's Love Corner.
I should go on a Bumble date because that wasn't Bumble.
Agreed. I'm so glad
Does
you said that.
Count that I went on a date?
No, I
Oh.
don't think it does.
Okay.
Because that's, it needs to, and I really feel, and I feel like I'm speaking for our listeners,
Okay.
that you need to go on a date with somebody who's outside your comfort zone physically.
Okay.
So somebody different,
Oh, this is what we talked about.
like a burn scar, or,
Last-
missing an arm, or a tracheotomy, or something.
Last episode, we said we would do a segment where we swipe on Bumble.
Oh, okay.
So you can swipe for me.
Now, what is it? See, I don't even know what to do. Oh, God, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so now here she's shown me a photo of a guy wearing a baseball hat backwards. So
Now, I didn't pick him. He just pops up.
Okay.
Do you like him?
no.
No, left.
Okay.
No.
No. All right, now a guy with his dog. I think, that's an
an
ad.
ad.
Okay. Which one is it? The Asian guy?
See, it's never good when they have a lot of people in their first
Oh,
photo.
it's the Asian guy.
Oh, it's the
I
Asian
like
guy.
him. Let's go right with him.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, we match.
Boom, you match. Okay.
You get to say the first line.
What should I say? Okay, so it says, boom, you're in control of this conversation. You have 24 hours to say something. Hi, I'm Chase.
Okay.
I'm a millennial.
I've
No,
never said that ever.
How about, hi, I'm Chase? Not chasing you, that's my name, necessarily. Not chasing you, necessarily, that's just my name. Just so it's clear. That's just my name. Just my name. You know what? This guy is going to jump on this so damn fast. All right, now can I hit send?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh my God, Chase, I feel the responsibility. Here's Stanley, 30, a little too old for you, I think. He looks a
looks
little
too
too
old.
far. Yeah. Should we do any more or just go with that guy?
Let's do one more.
Okay. Okay. Sherv, I don't know. He scares me. Okay, this guy's Patrick. He's 30. He's playing basketball. Here's the thing.
Receding hairline.
That I don't have an issue with as your advocate. But what I do have an issue with is how neatly trimmed that beard is.
Yeah.
It's in a straight line. It almost looks like a chin strap.
Can we just see other photos for a second?
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
kind of cute.
He's a nice guy, but I'm telling you, I'm going to swipe left. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Renee, 31. He looks nice to me, but you don't find him attractive at all.
I would have swiped left on everyone so far.
Oh, my God. I like Renee. He's an artist at FCE at Sony.
We can swipe right, but I don't see a
right.
future with him.
Okay, now we've got Morgan,
that's a
29. He's
girl.
got super long hair.
Is that a boy or
He's
a girl?
wearing, well, he's. It looks like he might have pantyhose on. Okay, now we have a man with a hair bun. That's out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna look.
No,
look
if
further.
you've got a hair bun, you're out. Now we've got a guy with, the guys who post with their shirt off.
Done.
No.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now we have. I can't even tell who Daryl is in this photo. It's a group photo taken
Seriously.
from a long way away.
They should not put group photos.
Ooh, wait a minute. I'm liking him. I like Daryl. Huh, Daryl looks nice. He's working on another pilot. Okay. No.
No, that's obnoxious.
Yeah. Ishan, 31. It looks a little old
It's
for
disappointing.
us. Okay, what do you do
These
with
are
that?
disappointing.
Here's a guy drinking.
I like him.
Yes, this falls right into Chase's category.
Is that why I like him?
He's got a baseball hat on. He's drinking a yard of beer.
He's brunette.
He's brunette. He's smiling at the camera, and he's got kind of a beard.
I find him so cute.
Here's why we're throwing him out immediately. The yard of beer, and he's an agent. Sorry.
Wouldn't that be good for my career?
No, Chase. Here's Ethan. Ethan seems to me to be a loner.
Yeah.
I don't think we should
Sorry,
have Ethan. He's a nice guy. Pratik, I don't know. He looks pretty young. He looks like he might be 18.
He's 32.
Jesus.
No.
No.
There's just no way.
He doesn't look straight to me. I know that's really
No, he
rude to
doesn't.
say, but it just doesn't.
Dan, 30. Oh, I like him.
Oh, Dan.
But again, look, he falls right into my category.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem too douchey.
No, he doesn't.
Let's do Dan.
Okay,
All
Dan.
right, so I go this
Right.
way. I go this way.
We matched.
Boom, you're a match. Okay. Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. Now, I'm not going to say let's hook up because that means to have sex, right?
I think that means to make out.
Okay.
But-
This may be the problem, Chase. Hi, Dan. I like hiking.
Okay.
I'm recovering from my recent operation and saw your pic.
What?
Get out of the hospital on Thursday. Call me. Hi, Dan. Do you like dogs? I don't. Hi, Dan. Ever had an impacted molar?
These are terrible.
Yeah, you're right. This is why. Listen, I'm not good at this part. Because remember, my thing
You
was
said
just.
you could get anyone to go on a date with me.
Well, right. It doesn't matter. They're going to see your picture and they're going to go on a date with you, and you're super nice and unassuming. I could get you a date right now. That's not the point.
So we could just say, "Hi, Dan, recovering in the hospital. Call me.
Okay.
Call me Thursday."
Hi, Dan. I'm recovering in the hospital. Now you've got to go out with him.
Okay.
Recovering in the hospital. I get out Thursday.
You
Get out.
type so slow. This is a Generation X thing.
Oh God, I am the worst.
Look
And
at you
I'm
with this
nervous now.
one-pointer
Now I'm
finger.
nervous. Now you've made me nervous.
No, I think this is great.
Thursday.
If he doesn't get it's a joke,
Let me know when you're available.
he doesn't.
Let me know when you're available.
He's not going to write back.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, I bet he will.
okay.
Who is anybody not written back that you've reached out to?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You see,
It's been a while.
I think that we both know the answer to that. Okay. Hi, Dan. I'm recovering in the hospital. I get out Thursday. Let me know when you're available. Send. Ooh, send. All right. Excellent.
I hope I get a date with him.
All right. That is Chase's Love Corner for this week.
Wow.
I cannot wait for the update.
Okay.
And I'm really, who was the first one? I think this is really good. You're like in yoga class, you're stretching out your sacrum.
Yeah.
What is the sacrum? Is that our taint?
No.
What are we supposed to be? What's the thing when we're supposed to be squeezing our anuses all the time?
Your gluteus maximus.
No.
Oh.
There's another thing in there that we're supposed to, our taint. We're supposed to be exercising our taint all the time.
I've never heard that.
Okay, well,
Wow.
there we go. Maybe that's a Gen X thing.
Sacrum is like the bottom of your spinal cord, I think.
Oh, that hurts all the time.
Oh, maybe you have a broken tailbone.
I just have children. I probably do. Did I tell you the time that I did a flip? My son is a big parkour
Yeah,
guy.
I know.
And did I tell you the injury I got with him?
No.
Okay, my son is like, he's 10. He is gifted. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
Like, he works out with 20-year-olds. Anyway, we were on our trampoline before he tore it apart. And he was just flipping.
Yeah.
And I just, without even thinking, just because you're around him and it looks so easy, I all of a sudden found myself trying to flip.
Oh, no.
I didn't even have a conscious thought to do it. I just did it.
Oh, no.
And I landed in this horrible position and cracked my sternum, which is right here between I cracked it.
How long ago?
This was maybe a year and a half ago, but for 6 to 8 months, it hurt. There's nothing they can do.
You can't do anything.
Nothing.
That's like with the tailbone.
So I probably have that. Anyway, it was fine, except that I was in constant low-level pain, and anytime I sneezed, coughed, laughed, it felt like somebody shot me in the chest with a rifle.
That's terrible.
Okay.
I have a message.
Okay, who wrote back? Which one?
Oh, wait. It just says I have a notification.
What does it say? This is from the...
Oh, okay. Never mind.
What did it say?
It said you have a notification on Bumble.
Oh, you just owe money or something?
No, I don't know. Maybe someone liked me and I...
Let's see who it is.
No, you don't know.
What do you mean? Then what's the point of a note? What did it notify you of?
It just wants you to get back on Bumble.
Okay. We're
Anyway.
not going. You're worried that if we go back on, I'm going to get involved. I can see what you're doing.
I just really want to see what they say before we finish this podcast.
Okay, got it.
But I'm really sorry to hear about your sternum.
Oh, it hurt.
That's
God damn, I sneezed and it just dropped me to my knees. I don't know why I said that. Oh, because of the sacrum.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have another segment to go on to.
We were talking before this podcast about not,
should I set a timer?
Timing our segments so we didn't go too long. But, what are we going to do?
This one is a new one we came up with right before we started called Classic Movies.
Classic movies. And when you say we, it's really you.
Well,
you thought of it.
Collaborative process.
I said something that gave you partial idea that you processed.
I hadn't seen Top Gun.
No, Spinal Tap.
Oh, I haven't seen Top Gun either.
What? Oh, tell me you've seen Roadhouse.
No.
Oh my God. Have you? Okay, this could make or break our podcast.
Okay.
This may be the last episode of our podcast.
Okay. Ooh.
Have you seen any Monty Python?
Is that the one where
Oh my God.
I've seen the Broadway show.
Oh my God, Spam-A-Lot does not
That.
count. What? Chase!
I've seen some of it.
Oh,
I've seen some of it.
Marx Brothers.
No.
Oh,
It's tearing you apart.
just because I feel like you haven't lived your life. You've gone so long as a young adult and you haven't fully enjoyed life because you haven't seen Spinal Tap.
Yeah. What is it about?
It's a mockumentary.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm already sold.
It's maybe it's not
I
the
thought
first.
Spinal Tap was a scary movie.
No, it's a mockumentary about a band, a heavy metal band called Spinal Tap.
Oh.
I can't even believe I had to say the log line of Spinal Tap to somebody.
I will watch that tonight.
Okay, that movie changed my life.
Really?
Yes, that movie, when I saw that movie in Kansas, I realized I had to make something like that. I had to be
Really?
involved in something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Because when it played in the theater in Kansas, some people thought they were a real band and that it was a real mockumentary.
Yeah.
And that just
made you so happy.
so happy.
Oh, I'm so. What year did it come out?
I don't know, a long time ago.
80s?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, I wasn't born yet.
I know. It's unfair.
But
it's
I've seen
unfair.
Wizard of Oz.
Okay. Me too. Me too.
I've seen 16 Candles.
Okay. Good.
Plenty of movies
All
from
right.
before my time.
Well, hit me up. What movie means a lot to you?
Classics for me, truly, Legally Blonde.
I just recently saw it with my now 13-year-old daughter. Love it.
Love it.
Love it. Reese did a fantastic job. Legally Blonde 2?
No. Well, that's the one she produced.
I see.
Yeah, she admits it's not her best.
But one was great.
One was great.
Lots of heart, really well written, put together
Phenomenal.
thing. Yeah, classic. You underestimate her, and she's
And-
really super girly, but guess what? She's really smart and driven.
Timeless Tale.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Congeniality, I consider a classic of my time.
Haven't seen it.
Okay.
Okay, now that's
a
with
classic for
who
me.
is that with? The woman from
Sandra
Speed,
Bullock.
Sandra. Okay.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she's an FBI agent who has to pretend to be a
You would
pageant.
love it.
Yeah. Okay.
How about I'll watch Spinal Tap. You need
wa-
to watch
Miss Congeniality.
And you can
Okay.
watch it with your daughter.
Yeah,
She'll
I'll
love
watch it with her. I'll watch it. I can see that I would like that, but don't you feel like we're now talking about guy versus girl movies? I guess we can't help
These
it.
are just my classics.
Right. These are just what they are to you. These
Yeah.
are the ones. Now, see, I feel like they all of those, because another one I would put in the one is one with Paul Rudd, Clueless.
Yeah.
They're all these movies about women that you underestimate who present themselves as girly and not, but in the end turned out to have something
You're
to
right.
them.
Yeah. It's all like female driven. Because the other ones I was going to say is Mean Girls.
Mean Girls, another one.
You've seen it.
Yes. Heathers.
Yeah, but that one,
That
I
one
can
runs
see why
counter.
it's a classic, but it's not one of my classics.
Okay. What about Election? Did you ever see Election?
I've seen it.
And not crazy
Not
about
one
it.
of my
Interesting.
classics. But
Okay, I
these are,
like
again,
that one.
I think are the generation.
This is where we screw up. How do you feel about Star Wars? Because I feel like that's the thing that bridges our gap.
I have seen all the Star Wars because my parents
Made you.
made me.
Yes.
From a very young age, I saw all of them.
I'm very happy. Your parents now have gone up yet another notch in my book.
But the problem is I'm not the biggest fan. I just know it's part of culture and I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's sort of like reading the encyclopedia or going to a museum.
Yeah,
you
you
just
just gotta
need to. You
watch it.
got to do it. Or
I'm not a
taking
big
that.
fantasy fan though.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen Pumping Iron?
No.
Oh, that you got to see Pumping Iron.
What's it about?
Oh, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh.
and it's just goddamn-tastic.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the Great American Movie, or I think it's called Coven or something like that. Anyway, that's another one. Have you ever seen Crumb?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
listen.
I have so many movies.
Crumb
to watch.
is a documentary that you must see. There is a scene, and this doesn't give it all away.
Okay. I just need to write it
There
on
is
my
a
phone.
scene where it's about these three brothers, one of them who's a famous cartoonist.
Okay.
And there's a scene where one of them swallows a dental floss or string, keeps it in his mouth, keeps one end in his mouth, and waits to crap out the other end so that he has a full person floss. Yup.
Is it a funny movie?
No, it's disturbing but incredible. Incredible.
Oh, see, that doesn't seem like
You
my
got to
type
see
of
it.
movie.
Chase,
I'll
please.
watch it, I'll watch it.
It's like, the dating thing. You got to go in there.
Okay. I'll watch Crumb and
I'm
Spinal
going to
Tap.
see Miss Congeniality.
And what about Bring It On?
Bring it on. I've never seen it.
Okay, that's another classic.
Now, that's not a documentary. That's an actual movie.
Oh, Crumb's a documentary?
Yes.
About a person? that-
Yes.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
so
that makes it so much
intense.
better.
It's so. How about Hands on a Hard Body?
No.
You ever seen that? That's a documentary where this truck dealership in Texas has a contest every year where people have to put their hand, they get picked,
Okay.
and then
Ready
like
to see
10 of them, and they put their hand on the pickup truck, and the last one to take their hand off wins the pickup truck.
Oh, I've heard about that.
It's fantastic. We did an episode of 10 Items or Less that was inspired by that movie because I was so fascinated by
Okay,
it.
then I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, so we have some homework.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Miss Congeniality and Bring It On.
I will watch Spinal Tap, Crumb, Hearts, and Hannah's Place.
Hands on Hard Body. You don't have to
And-
watch them all. Just pick two.
Okay.
Yeah, you got Spinal Tap and maybe, how about Life of Brian?
Oh, I have.
Or I mean, which is that's a Monty Python. Any Monty Python movie you want.
Oh.
Any Monty Python.
Fine. Life of Brian.
Life of Brian's great. Any of them. Any of them.
Okay. Listen, I gotta go babysit.
All right. We have work to do today. This has been, I'm so excited because I think today we made the decision that we're going to launch. We're ready to launch.
We're ready to launch.
So you're listening to this. You already know we've launched,
Yeah.
but we don't know. We don't know it yet. But
We have to figure some things out, and then we'll go ahead and launch.
yeah, but you've already seen us figure those things out, and you're now going, oh, they must have figured them out because I'm listening to it now.
Yes.
It's
Wow.
so cool. It's like we're
Time
traveling in
travelers.
time.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, Chase, God, I love doing this.
Same.
Yeah.
John, great chat.
Okay, let me Gab. Good Gab.
Oh, good Gab.
Good Gab. You've been listening to Generation Gab. Brought to you by
John Lear. Oh, I'm sorry.
no.
Oh my gosh, I
a
forgot
fun
everything.
dad and a recent grad.
Let me do it again.
Okay. Hi, everybody. You've been listening to Generation Gab.
Brought to you by a fun dad and recent grad.
All right.
We'll be discussing things all the way from hashtags to
The AIDS epidemic, the early days. That really does describe our show.
yeah. That's
All
it.
right. On that
Okay,
note.
On that note.
Okay. Take
See
care,
you
everybody.
later. Take care.
My generation, baby.